On the morning of Friday, January 11th, 2013, city workers in Kingston, Ontario were completing their usual duties in a local park when they discovered one of the monuments had been vandalized. It wasn't just any monument either. It was that of Kingston native John A. Macdonald, better known as the first Prime Minister of Canada. On what would have been his 198th birthday, the statue of Macdonald was covered in red paint with the words "murderer" and "colonizer" spray painted on the bottom of the monument. 4 years later, it happened again, this time in Montreal, Quebec. Macdonald's statue in the downtown area of the city was covered in red paint head to toe. But why would such vandalism occur? How could the person who was known as the dominant creative mind behind the creation of Canada be the subject of protest? After all, without Macdonald's determination, imagination, and charm, Canada might not be what it is today. The answer is complicated. This is Canada, the stories that made us. John A. Macdonald, hero or villain. John A. was born in Scotland and moved to Kingston in the province of Upper Canada when he was a boy. He became a lawyer and then a politician. At this point in time, in the mid-1800s, Canada as we know it did not exist. Canada was a colony of Britain. In the 1860s, John A. met with other leaders in the colony on a number of occasions to discuss the creation of a new nation. On July 1st, 1867, this dream became a reality as the country of Canada was officially formed. Having been considered as the leader in making this happen, John A. was named first Prime Minister, a job that he would have for over 18 years. During his time as Prime Minister, a small country that started as New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Ontario, and Quebec expanded to include Manitoba, the Northwest Territories, which includes present-day Alberta, Prince Edward Island, and British Columbia. A railway was built to connect eastern and western Canada. Macdonald was a nation builder. On the other hand, John A. Macdonald's life is not without controversy. Although the building of the railway was a major accomplishment, it was done at the expense of Chinese immigrants. These Chinese railway workers faced extremely dangerous situations during construction, and many died. When his government gave free land in Western Canada to European settlers, they did not consider that it was already the home of the First Nations. His policies towards the Indigenous people resulted in starvation and later the residential school system. It was also Macdonald who gave the okay for the execution of Métis leader Louis Riel. Sir John A. Macdonald's legacy is a complicated one. Is he a hero, or is he a villain, or somewhere in between? It's really up for you to decide.